Hi friends, welcome to another video. Today's video is about loneliness, feeling alone, not feeling like you belong anywhere. And I know how it feels. I've been there pretty much my whole life. And I want to share with you guys some tips and tricks and that I have up my sleeves, even though I'm not wearing sleeves. um, Pretty much what has helped me in this world, okay? Because we all need community. We're a big, huge family, soul family on earth. And finding the people that you resonate with is the most important thing in life, right? Like, we are connective beings, we are interconnected. And when you're born in a family unit that you don't belong and you feel like an outsider, a stranger, literally, you feel like maybe you're like adopted, even though you might not even be adopted, right? It makes you feel like you don't belong anywhere in the world. And you try to find your place, at school, at church, whatever you go. And I've never been able to find where I belong. Literally, like, I would go to school and like I felt like an alien walking on earth. And I'm like, I don't understand, right? Why am I on earth if I'm not belonging here? I don't feel like a human being. That's how I felt. Like, I felt like I am an outsider, and wherever I walk, whoever I talk to, all of my friends, all of the people in my life, I cannot connect with them. I feel a dissonance, right? I don't feel like we're on the same page, we're on the same vibration. It feels very like you don't belong, right? It feels very lonely. Sometimes being around people like that makes you even more lonely than being alone, right? And then you go through life being disappointed by humans so much that maybe, like me, you choose to isolate. This is what I've been doing for the past 3 years, kind of self-isolating myself and thinking, you know what? If this is how it is to live in the world, I've been so much disappointed by human beings and hurt that I'm like, I don't need people. This is my choice, right? I'm like, no, I don't need anybody. I'm going to be by myself. I know how to take care of myself because I've been taking care of myself since I was a child, pretty much. And I'm like, if I cannot find good people in the world, then I just want to be by myself. And I'm okay with that. And this actually is not a healthy coping mechanisms, I believe. And now I understand that it's not, because isolating leads to depression and loneliness even more. Then sometimes, like, at least having one or two people around you feels like supportive. But being completely alone and isolating yourself from the world is not healthy, because we are connective beings, no matter how introverted you are, right? I am very introverted, so I thought that because I'm so introverted, I don't need to talk to anybody. And that's actually not the truth, right? I was lying to myself because I was coming from that wounded self. I was coming from, like, I was hurt before and I don't want to get hurt again, right? So the fearful state of mind. So before I get into the video, I want to share with you guys a beautiful free affirmation I created with the angels that you can have access to if you click in the link below. It will help you to manifest a beautiful day, a beautiful life, and to show up in the world as a magnetic healer that you are. And thank you so much. Thank you. So growing up, I never felt like I belonged, right? Then in school, never. In college, a little bit more. I started to find a little bit more friends and such, but it's still like it was very difficult for me to like be around people, to find souls that I could resonate with, to find people who understood me and I understood them, and like we were on the same page emotionally and intuitively, right? And honestly, it's been a long, long journey to get to where I am today. Honestly, it's been a really, really, really long journey because I came to America when I was 15. So that brought a shock over me, and like it was culture shock and everything, right? So I didn't know how to act. Now I'm in a new world, and I went through this period of like not speaking almost. Like I felt like I was mute a little bit, but I wasn't, like I know how to talk. It's just I didn't feel like I wanted to talk to these people. Like literally, like it felt very isolating. And then I started getting the groove of meeting friends at school, and I did meet some souls here and there that I liked and I connected with. But it was still very, very challenging and it's very lonely. So what has helped me the most is journaling. And I share with you guys because I love journaling so much. I actually have a course on it. If you are interested, you can click on the link below. But I love journaling because it's like you're learning to become your own best friend, and you're tapping into your own intuition, and it doesn't feel as lonely, to be on Earth. Because I came to the point I'm like, I want to leave Earth. I've come to this point many times, I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore, right? And I know that somebody else is struggling out there with the same challenge, and I want to encourage you to not give up because there's more people like you. And I hope that by me showing up in the world and not leaving, not just throwing in the towel and say, you know what, I don't belong here, I'm leaving. No, you're here on Earth for a reason. You're here to show other people how to live a beautiful life. And yes, you may not belong in certain rooms or certain situations that you were brought up in, but it doesn't mean that there's not more people like you in the world. There's millions of people. You just haven't met the right people yet. And I haven't met my soul family yet, at least not all of them. And I know that you are a part of my soul family. And we're a soul family. We're interconnected beings. We are a community of light beings here on Earth. And there's a reason why you don't belong with those people, with those situations, because you're different. And you got to find your tribe, right? So for me, it was very challenging because, I've been self-isolating, like I said, and recently I got this beautiful opportunity to go to Costa Rica. And it was very challenging because I didn't even have the money to go, but I felt like I have to go. Like literally, like the universe pushed me to go. And when I went there, the funny thing is I was thinking in my mind, I'm like, I'm not going to talk to people. I'm an introvert, remember? I don't like talking to people. It was actually really, really, really funny. Because it's funny that I'm thinking about it. Because, I got there and I was thinking, I'm not going to talk to people. I'm going to go in my room between like the activities, right? I'm just going to be by myself as much as possible to recalibrate to my own energy. I'm there for plant medicine, I'm there for the retreat, but I'm not there to talk to people or make friends, right? Maybe a little bit, but not much. That's not the reason I'm there. I'm not there to socialize with people. And the funny thing is, when I got there, oh no, I wanted my own room, and like I wanted just, to just be left alone. Leave me alone, please. I don't want to interact with anybody. That was my intention going into the space. And I got there and all of my plans fell through. It was actually really funny how the universe orchestrated it. And they're like, no, you need people. Like, are you kidding me? You can't like be living. I've been living by myself out here in the desert. And I live by myself in a house. I don't talk to anybody, right? I don't have any friends out here. I don't have family out here. I don't have anybody. So I've been really, really self-isolating, right? So they're like, no, 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 none of that BS in your brain. You're gonna be with people. And I had a roommate, which was really nice, actually. Surprisingly, it was really, really nice. They gave me a really nice roommate that was also introverted and didn't bother me too much, but we had very nice conversations and we connected. Our stories were very similar, and it just felt nice to have a roommate that understood what I was coming from. And also the whole retreat was set up in a way that you leave, it was a shuttle thing, and you have to be taken with the shuttle in the morning up the hill, and then in between meals sometimes you can go back to your room a little bit, but it wasn't like an option to just leave the retreat and just go to your room. It was like you have to wait for everybody, you have to wait for the shuttle, and most of the time you spend with everybody, and like you eat meals with everybody. It's like a community, right? And honestly, I was upset the first day I got there. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is not working for me. Like, I want to be in my room. I want to lay down. I don't want to be around people like all day long. It's just frustrating to me, you know. I was feeling triggered because I was like, it's not what I expected. But then I started like getting to know people and started connecting with people. And honestly, it was the most magnificent week of my life. I can tell you this without, you know, it was so incredible. I met such amazing souls. I met so many incredible spiritual people who are on the spiritual path. I've never felt so loved and supported by humans before. I've never felt so safe with humans before. It was a deeply healing and transformative experience for me and for my soul. And I can tell you guys that we're not meant to do this alone. You know, we're not meant to be alone. We're not like on earth just thrown alone, right? You're given a family, you're given humans to take care of you. And even though they might not do a great job, you still need them to take care of you as a baby. And so my message to you is try to find your tribe and don't self-isolate like me, like I've been doing, you know, for the past 3-4 years. You know, I've been really isolating because I was struggling finding the right people. And sometimes you have to get rid of the old people, the wrong people in your life, so that the new people can have access to you, right? When you make room for new people will start showing up. And I got myself involved in the spiritual community because this is who I am. I'm a spiritual person, and I'm a healer, and I'm a teacher, right? So I want to connect with people who are on the same page as me. I don't want to connect with people who are like intellectuals and talking about IT or something, right? I don't mind like learning about those topics and such, but if you're only into that and like your mind was very like left-sided, right? Like you're thinking of like very logically, it's very hard for me to connect. I mean, I can connect with anybody, right? I'm very good connector, but, and this is what another thing I had to learn is like, I love connecting with people and I love people. I need people in my life. And like self-isolating myself like this in the desert is not healthy for me. Yes, it was nice spiritual retreat, and I'm happy that I get to move. I mean, I was really happy here. Honestly, it was a beautiful place. I did meet all of my neighbors, and I met a few people here and there, but most people who live here are like retirement age. They have their whole life already. They're not interested in making friends. They don't care about you or what you do or why you're here, right? They know that you're only here temporarily, so they're not gonna even invite you over or any of that, right? And I want friends my age. I want people who I resonate with. And even though it's a huge spiritual community in Joshua Tree, you know, there's a lot of young people, I'm sure. I just haven't really met them too much. And I didn't go to any yoga studios. I've been like working at home every day, so I've been focusing. But I'm excited to move into like a more of a city place now again, like suburbs, and get integrated into a community, go to yoga studios, go to places where I know that people congregate, and to the beach, and just be around people again. Because I was so like around so many people recently. I lived in San Diego. I was overwhelmed by people, and I thought that if this is just too much, I can't handle people, right? But that was not the truth. I love people. I can handle people. It's just in smaller doses than normally, and different kinds of people, not just anybody, right? So I encourage you to not self-isolate, to try your best to find the right people. And if you're going through a lonely period of time, I'm here for you. You know, I want you to never feel alone. So please reach out and comment or like and all of that, right? So that I know that you're a part of my community and I'm a part of your community, right? So we can become friends online, and we can share our lives together. And it's like a different world now. We don't have to depend on only physical connections, even though those are very, very necessary, right? And I hope that you're not alone in this world, that you're not like a lone bird in the sky. You know, we all need community. It's very, very important. It's good for healing to find other people that resonate with you and you resonate with them, and it will just take my word for it that you're meant to be with people. I'm not saying like crowds of people, millions of people, but 1, 2, 3 human beings that you love, and they love you and they respect you, and you can share your heart with them. And it means the world when you just have a good support system. And I encourage you to try to find it for yourself, because you're not meant to do this alone. Yes, there's angels. I talk to my angels every day, right? I go in nature every day. I have my beautiful dog who I love so much, and he really is like my angel too. And he loves me and I love him, and we have a beautiful connection, right? And journaling and breath work and all of these things, right, that I do on a daily basis. But human beings, you cannot exchange a human being for a dog. I mean, yes, dogs are amazing. I'm not saying they're not. Please don't get me wrong. And cats and nature, but when there's a human you can talk to and they can talk back to you, it's a different connection a little bit, right? It's a beautiful connection with my dog. I talk to him every day and I have an amazing, loving connection with him. But I need people just as much as animals. And you do as well. And I want to be part of your support system. If you allow me, if you want to work one-on-one with me, you can have access to my application funnel down below. You can click on the link below. I offer one-on-one intuitive healing coaching packages that I am a healer and I work with humans who are, we're all wounded and traumatized at the end of the day. And I'm very good at helping people to heal their deepest wounds so that you can become a magnetic, powerful healer in the world. You can show up in the world from your power and your authenticity rather than just kind of bubbling yourself up and not showing your light to the world. And we need you to show up in the world in your authentic self and radiate light to the world. So if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, you can click on the link below. You'll be taken to a video funnel where you can click and learn more about it. And I encourage you to do it whenever you get the chance, because I will not be offering this for a very long time. This is a very temporary offer that I am only now choosing to work with one-on-one with people, and only a select few, because when I work with somebody, I give my all to that person, and it matters to me a lot, the quality of my work. That's why I don't choose to work with 20 people or 10 people. I choose to work with a select few people. So if you resonate with me, my story, the angels, the spirituality, please feel free to check it out, and I look forward to seeing you. And thank you for listening to this beautiful message. Know that you're not alone in this world. Even if you are alone right now, you're not alone. You have me, you have the angels, you have Mother Gaia supporting you, and you can ask for help at any time, of course, but you can ask also for humans' help as well. You can ask the angels to provide you with good humans in your life, good community, and I will share with you guys if I meet amazing people where I'm moving soon in 2 weeks. And I'm very, very excited to just let go of this chapter and start a new chapter in my life, meet new people, community, be involved in something incredible. And I know that eventually I'll start my own community online with people like you and others, and I'm very excited for that next new chapter as well. So thank you for being here, thank you for watching these videos, and thank you for being part of my community. I cherish you and I love you deeply, and I just wanted to feel my love for you, because you're in this world, you matter, you're not alone, you are important, you are needed, you are taken care of by the universe, by your angels and guides, and by your little child within you. So connect with that, and please share with me any tips that you have learned that helps you deal with loneliness and feeling like you don't belong in this world. And I thank you so much. Namaste.